After months of legal wrangling, testimony began today in the Adrian Gibson corruption trial. Vern Carey tells us that after the lead prosecutor gave her opening statements, the first witness to take the stand was an executive at the Water and Sewage Corporation.
The first witness to take the stand in the Adrian Gibson corruption trial, Executive Chairman of the Water and Sewage Corporation, Sylvanus Petty. He testified that back in April of 2022, he ordered an audit report of what was going on at the corporation, and once it was completed, he handed it over to Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis and the then Minister of Works, Alfred Sayers. Under cross-examination, defense attorney Damian Gomez-Casey asked Petty, among other things, if he is aware of a number of methods of payments or of tenders at the corporation, and if there are different levels of approval given to different areas of money paid out from the corporation. The executive chairman explained that anything up to $5,000 is approved by the deputy general manager, anything under $50,000 the general manager approves, and anything up to $100,000 requires the 5-member board's approval. He said each board member has a vote and the decision has to be unanimous, while the minister has to approve anything that is $250,000. When asked if he discourages the granting of contracts to friends or relatives of members of the board, Petty said no, explaining that we live in the Bahamas and everybody is family, prompting Gomez to ask Petty if nepotism is not something he frowns on in his administration. The King's Counsel also wanted to know if the same applies to political allies, to which the executive chairman explained that as long as the company can do the work, it's okay with him. Gomez then asked Petty if he had ever voted for a contract for his son, daughter, or close family member, and he mentioned Petty's daughter's name and the name of a company, noting that she had a $26,000 contract. But Petty explained that his daughter's company had never come before the board, as it was a minor contract and he and the board members do not get involved in those matters. Under cross-examination, attorney Raphael Moxie, who is representing Peaches Farquharson, asked Petty if he had any knowledge that Farquharson conspired with anyone to defraud the Water and Sewage Corporation or defrauded the corporation, to which Petty said no, and that he did not know who Farquharson is. Under re-examination, prosecutors asked Petty if a policy exists at the corporation which requires that interest be declared at the board level, and the executive said yes, it has to be declared at an open board meeting and it has to be in writing. Other members of the defense team, including Maria DeSeal Casey, Ian Cargill, and Christina Golanos, also fielded questions to Petty, while jurors also sought clarity on some of his testimony. Now, jurors will hear from a long list of witnesses in this case, including former Works Minister Desmond Bannister. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Vern Carey.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook.